And welcome back to the MC Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Anthony. This is Kyle Heath. This is the show where we cover the gaming industry related news of the last week. This week we're going to talk about a 3D handheld. Well, it's going to be pretty sweet. It's actually from Intel and Tencent Games. It looks very interesting. It kind of reminds me of the ANEO. Or is it ANEO? I think it's ANEO.
Indigo.
Yeah. We're also going to talk about some Battlefield update. Everybody was pretty stoked about the beta, and because of that, everybody now is playing Battlefield 2042 in preparation. So the numbers are going off the charts. There's also been an update on Activision. There's a little bit of a acknowledgement of what Call of Duty has done for the last couple of years, and I think a new mission for what they're trying to do for Black Ops 7. And then we're going to finish off with some kind of very interesting news from Ubisoft. There's a CEO was summoned in a French court for essentially their harassment and all these other scandals that have been going on over at that studio. But before we get into it, Kyle, how you been, dude? What have you been up to? Talk to me,
Chilling,
man.
chilling, man. Played some more CS, just a little bit.
Oh, let's
Not
go.
a lot, just a little bit.
You still cracked?
Still kind of cracked. Got some headshots. I played.
Okay.
Did my weekly challenge,
Very nice.
But that was fun. Outside of that, though, the only other game I played is available on Game Pass today. It is called Crime Scene Cleaner. I may have talked about it. Essentially,
Yeah, you mentioned it. Yeah.
got back into it, and I spent a lot of Sunday just playing that, listening to some podcasts. I vibed for like 4 hours. I'd do it again. It was fun.
Okay. Yeah.
It was so nice.
That's sick.
Just to relax, play some of that.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, no, it was pretty fun. Game wise, I think that's all I played though. Just played a little bit of that. Played some of that, a little bit of CS. Didn't get into anything else, to be honest. Sports are coming back, so getting excited for that. But
that's a fact. Premier League's back in session. We got the NFL's just around the corner. Yeah,
yep.
so we're gonna be super nerds for a while. Football nerds.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, dude. I don't know. So just kind of like it was funny on Sunday because just like, all right, this is like the last Sunday without like a bajillion football games on, so at least for a while. So it's like just taking some time to chill, but
oh yeah,
also anxious for the season. So be something cool to do on the weekends again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that and football, college football.
I
want to see.
Yeah, that's this weekend. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's super crazy. Yeah, I don't know anything about my college or how they're doing. I just know that the boys are big into college football, and the NFL has been killing my soul, as it probably is to you, with Panthers just being so bad for so long. I'm ready to I want to watch college football, no attachments, and enjoy it. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I feel it, man. I feel it. Yeah, plenty of games to watch coming up. So excited for that. That was all I did this week, Mike. Or this week, I should say. Just played some of that. Played a Crime Scene Cleaner, CS, and that was it. Did you play Halo?
Very cool. Yeah, of course I did. I've been playing Halo nonstop. It feels like, well, not nonstop. The game that I've been playing has been Halo, and it's mostly because it's a. We talked about it last week. It's that fallback option when you get really busy and you don't really have a lot of time, so you just want to throw something on and not think about work or whatever you got going on. And that's essentially what I've been doing. It's been eating me alive a little bit because I want to play Zelda still really bad. I always pop on the multiplayer games, but I want a story game. I need that, I think. So for this weekend being an extended weekend, I'm taking Friday off from work. I got to drive, so like 12 hours. I know I'm going to be completely gassed out, but at like Saturday, Sunday, there's probably gonna be some free time, and I think I'm gonna bring the Switch, play some Zelda, and like really relax, and just trying to catch up on some single player action, get addicted to it. And then I went to my Twitch channel that I haven't been on in ages. I haven't been streaming since like November 24th, I think. And at that point, I'm like, dude, maybe I should just start playing through Zelda, pop it in, like start streaming for a little bit because I finally got like a comfortable chair. I can lean back. I can treat it like a little bit of a sofa. I have all the stuff in front of me to set it up. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where my head is. Um, Work's been eating me alive, absolutely eating me alive. But after this week, this is the final push. So after this week, there's a clear path forward. We're gonna be back on like even keel. Um, basically, one of our guys took 2 weeks off, and then we got another guy taking out a week for PTO, and no fault to them. It's just we have to make sure that we're prepared for that. What's it
Correct.
called? Like prepare for me not to be there or whatever it's called. That people use the abbreviations for PTO.
Yeah.
It's not like request time off or pay time off. It's something else. It's funny. Yeah, so them going out just gonna put a little bit of strain on us for just a small bit of time, and I'm trying to get ahead of it. And then by getting ahead of it, your boy is already looking forward to the weather getting colder, which means I'm staying inside more, which means I'm gonna be grinding some games, and that's what we need to be at.
It's
Yeah,
true, man. It's true. Yeah, man.
yes, sir.
It's
That's
people
the
need
idea.
people need to give headway. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey,
Hmm.
I'm taking off. Here's like a month advance. You know how nice that is?
Oh yeah.
Let's give it just a solid month. So,
One of them gave us like two months. The other one isn't even PTO. It's he's doing some surgery, and it's
yeah.
it's nothing serious, but it's one of those things where it's like he should have it done for one, like a confidence thing, but there's also some health complications where his life will become dramatic, like not dramatically, but not really drastically either. His life will become better if he does the surgery. So he tried to do it the first time, got sick, and then the doctor's like, "Nah, you can't come in. You're sick." And then the second time, well, not even the second time. It basically the guy calls him. He's like, "Hey, I got an opening if you want to come in for like an hour and a half." So
Nice.
it was very like on the spot, on the point, and then he messaged me and he goes, "Hey, is it okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, just go get it done. You've been waiting for like 2 years. Get it
Improve your
done."
life. Come on.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, he's already texted me. He's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to recover, and I know I said I could try to come back earlier, but I don't think I can." I'm like, "I didn't expect you to. Just the fact that you even said that you would try to, I appreciate that, but you don't have to, you know." Um,
Exactly. Be that good
and
manager,
that's
Mike. Let's go, dude. Manager Mike.
I dude, I just want people to enjoy working with me. Not necessarily working for the company we work for. I don't care about that. My name's not on the door. I just don't want you to show up to work and I be the reason you don't like it. I don't want that. That's
I
where
think
I'm at.
it's a nice North Star. It's a
It's crazy.
good place to
Yeah.
try and be. I
Yeah.
like it.
I want to get to the point where we're working remote on Fridays and we're all in a freaking Warzone lobby and we're freaking sweating trying to get that W. That's where I want to be.
Sweating, having more stress in the lobby than work. I want to get to that
That's a
point.
fact, dude. Yeah, man. I want one of the boys to be like, "No," and then crashes and breaks his mouse and keyboard. He's like, "Dang, I gotta go get another one." Then I say I already have one on deck in the IT closet. Let's go.
I
Yeah.
just picture the guy like sweating in front of his like monitor, and he's like, it's like the loud mic. He's like, oh, and he's like going hard in the game. He's like,
Yeah.
looks like he's about to die. That's what I picture.
Oh man. Oh, that's basically what 2020 to 22 was because everything was shut down. All right, man. How about we start getting into like the cool new products? This is one that you pulled that looks pretty cool. You gotta tell me about it. What's going on?
This is from Engadget. I'm gonna guess, assuming the actual name of it is a play on like absolute kind of thing. It's like Abxylute. I don't know. It's a weird spelling. It's Abxylute. So take that for what you will. I'm gonna say just absolute because that's that's what makes the most absolute.
I
So
think it's absolute.
Abxylute will sell an absurd 3D handheld from Intel and Tencent Games for under $1,700. It stretches the limits of
Boom.
what can reasonably be called a handheld PC. This comes
Okay.
from Ian Carlos Campbell, contributing reporter at Engadget. Nice little image of it in the hero. Let's see, looks looks like your standard PC handheld, at least for the
It
most
does.
part. It's got the touchpads like the Steam Deck. Okay, I see you. As the handheld PC boom has taken off, companies have tried to push the boundaries of the Steam Deck, a form factor Valve helped popularize. Lenovo tried detachable controllers. Acer is trying an 11-inch screen. And Absolute is apparently combining them both and then some, the Absolute 3D One, which The Verge reports features an 11-inch glasses-free 3D display and detachable controllers, all for under 1,700 US dollars.
Mm.
The
Hmm.
Absolute 3D One is based on a hardware prototype co-developed by Intel and Tencent that the companies demoed at CES 2025. Prototype dubbed the Sunday Dragon 3D One featured a display that uses eye tracking to achieve its 3D effect.
That's
The,
kind of
ver-
cool.
the version Absolute is selling seems to be offering more or less the same features with an Intel Lunar Lake chip, 32 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM, and 120 Hz display with a built-in kickstand. I'll pause there for a little bit. What are you thinking, Mike? It's pretty interesting feature
Pretty high
set. The
tech.
3D, crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the RAM's pretty solid. 120 hertz display. That's really good. Kickstand. Okay. I kind of like it. That could be helpful depending on how big it is. Sometimes, by the way, if you're flying like Delta or anything local, you can kind of slide your electronics in and then still be able to see. So it's kind of like a TV. Um, yeah, but $1,700. I was about to freak out about the price, but then when you think about it, everything's gone sky high with prices. So that might be a fair thing. I've never heard of a feature display that uses eye tracking to achieve its 3D effect.
Does seem
It's very
interesting.
interesting.
Does seem
Very
interesting. Yeah, I
interesting.
don't think I've heard of that either. I feel like it's one of those things though that's probably been done before, and we just like it wasn't as publicly known. I don't know.
Or it was too expensive. One of
Yeah,
those things, like they didn't do it just right. It only got like 720p like level of
yeah,
resolution.
yeah. I feel like
Yeah,
there's
it looks
something there,
cool.
but interesting. Anyways, we'll continue. Absolute claims the product's specifically optimized to deliver 3D for 50 of the top Steam games. The Verge wrote, though it can also be used for more than gaming if you're desperate.
Mhm.
The Absolute 3D 1 will include software for converting 2D photos and video to 3D, and a detachable keyboard accessory complete with a trackpad shown in the image above it. Okay, so it turns into a laptop. No part of what Absolute is offering here seems particularly practical, but if you like 3D and are into the company's maximalist approach, you could be getting a deal. Acer's 11-inch handheld and Acer Nitro Blaze 11 starts at $1,100. A 3D laptop like the Asus ProArt StudioBook 16 starts at $2,000. The Absolute 3D 1 could approximate the features of both for a fairly reasonable price in the middle. That might not make up for the fact that it seems too heavy to hold for more than 30 minutes at a time, but you can put that to the test yourself when the Absolute 3D 1 goes on sale in late September or early October, in quotes. So, okay, I mean, it's seems ambitious. I think
It
the
seems super
renders look
ambitious.
nice.
Yeah.
A 3D, who knows how practical it'll be. Maybe as time goes on, it'll be more usable in other games. It seems like it's kind of they're just starting with like 50 popular titles, seeing how that goes, and then see kind of progresses further. But this is under 1,700. No like definitive price point. Seems like it's just like, oh, it's under 1,700. So I guess let's see what the actual price is. But it seems like a middleman between two devices that probably do that particular feature better. Like that art book or whatever it was. That's
Yeah.
3D. It probably does 3D very well. Then you have like the Acer. He was the Zeus. Why am I forgetting?
Jesus. I think
Yeah,
it was.
the Acer 11-inch handheld.
Oh, sorry.
So you got like
Yeah,
a
you were
screen
right.
size of that size. It's like both of them probably do that well, and then this one I have a feeling is probably going to be like just it does both of them okay kind of thing. So I guess we'll see.
It's quite interesting. I'd never even heard of some of these features. It is a good combination of like just having Intel in the mix is very cool, and then having Tencent. I didn't even know Tencent was into making these types of products. So this could be an interesting rush to get more and more handhelds out into the market. As we know, the one what last week was announced was the partnership with Xbox and which company was it? I can't remember the name. It was technically Microsoft.
Uh,
Microsoft and Xbox paired
is
up.
Rogue right
Rogue.
and Rogue
Yeah, yeah, the Asus Rogue. Because
LAX.
yeah, the Ally. And that basically has to do with how PlayStation finally started making one of those handhelds as well. That didn't initially be a handheld. It was kind of like a streaming device that you can only do from inside your house. And they were like, "Oh yeah, this is not going to work. We're not going to sell anything unless we actually make it so you can take it elsewhere." Um, yeah, I think this is kind of cool. It looks cool. It looks slick. It looks, I don't know, it looks convenient, but it reminds me a lot of that ANEO. And it could is it really gonna be that heavy where you can't hold it for more than 30 minutes at a time? I don't know.
It depends on the tech
Just
that's
lift
in it.
more, bro.
Just
Yeah.
live more.
Just lift more, bro.
This guy.
Get stronger.
Keep
I mean,
doing bullshit.
$1,700, you're not giving that to a child. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the keyboard's cool. Comes with like a nice little iPad looking keyboard attachment.
It does look cool. Yeah. Very, very cool. The detached Joy-Cons just better be better than Nintendo's.
Ah,
I
dude.
like this person's setup. It might be all like AI rendered, who knows, but
As is
it's
these days, you don't
yeah, it's
never
kind of
know.
clean.
That's kind of nice. I don't know. Another handheld. Always interesting to see these. The market is vast and wide. Xbox, excuse me, Xbox and Windows getting their mitts in
Yeah.
it though. Might become maybe harder for competition. I feel like they're going to take a lot of the share. So we'll see.
I think that's fair. Yeah. I want to get a handheld at some point, but I just feel like we're not quite there. I want like public Wi-Fi, secure public Wi-Fi that's very, very high speed so that I can play like low latency gaming and PvP from anywhere. That'd be really, really cool. It's gonna be probably like a decade until that's happened. But maybe the power of these handhelds will become more powerful than like your eyes desktop towers, you know? And
Yeah.
at that point, it really might be worth the money. Like, do you want to spend $1,500 on a new graphics card where you're going to be beefed up for the next like 7 years, no problem? Or do you just want a handheld that you can take wherever you go for $1,700? It's like, that could be a hard decision to make, I think.
I agree. Certainly can be. Yeah, it's a difficult market. And it's only getting harder as other devices come out. So we will see. See.
Yes, sir. All right, shall we keep the train moving?
Yeah, dude. I saw this article and I was immediately thought of Mike. I was like, heard of this man play this game a lot. At least tried to.
Yeah,
So
I really did try to. So the game we're talking about is Battlefield 2042, and it's going to tie into Battlefield 6. But I used to play Battlefield 2042 when nobody else was playing it. After the bugs happened, and like during when the game like first came out, it's prime time example for it to happen too. Because if you remember, COD was trash. Halo launched busted, and it was just a nightmare fuel of problems between like the major shooter games that were going on. And then Battlefield 2042 came out. I was like, yes, 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 we're so back. And then I played that, and that was also buggy. And they fixed it really quick. Fixed it faster than the other two, but it was too late. The player base is very fickle, and they moved on. Luckily, it seems to be that EA is kind of, or Dice has kind of understood that, learned, and now they're trying to make this Battlefield 6 beta actually count. Did you get a chance to play it? Do you know anybody that did get a chance to play it?
I actually didn't. I didn't get around to playing the beta.
I think it was around the same time we were both getting destroyed at work.
That was part of
But
it. I mean, I think also for me, to like, it was work, but then also it was like really into. I got back into CS, so it was like in Lost
oh,
CS2.
that's fair.
So I was just like, yeah, I'd rather
That's
just play this.
I totally get that. Yeah, I also think Battlefield's very exciting to play. Well, shout out one of the other goats came back. Gears got launched this week, by the way. Just something
Oh
to
yeah,
mention.
that was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it was just like side note. But yeah, Battlefield it is one of those games where if you're never played a Battlefield game before, it can be kind of difficult to get into. Um, and I say that because it's not as social of a game as it might have once been. And if you're not prepared to kind of run off and make a fool of yourself and you're concentrating too much on winning or losing, then you might not have fun. Because
Yeah.
there's just so many players in the map sometimes that it can just there's not much you can do to impact the game. And that's difficult for some people to understand or realize. It's a role-based game whether or not you kind of realize it. It's weird.
Yeah. It's
But
always fun seeing
they're
the.
different. Yeah,
It's
different modes.
it's
But
yeah, it's so fun seeing the shorts. People just running around with like their the defib pads
Mhm.
and just sit there like either they'll
Yeah.
just heal they'll res their teammates or they will just run at the enemy and just fib them
Yeah.
and they die.
Yeah, just troll. Yeah,
It's so
there's so
funny.
much fun stuff to do. But there are some people that take it way too seriously, and getting completely murked by like a guy that's really good in the helicopter can be so demoralizing. All right, let's get into it. I've ranted enough. This is from Grant Taylor Hill at Insider Gaming. The title of the article is Battlefield 2042 is going nuts as fans wait for Battlefield 6 to release. So, the Battlefield 6 beta ended far too long ago already, and fans are chomping for a bit of more fast paced, destructive action. Instead of waiting until October 10th to get their hands on Battlefield 6, hundreds of thousands of players are pouring into Battlefield 2042, sending the game rocketing back up the sales charts almost 4 years after launch. Battlefield 2042, maybe I should just call it 2042. I'll do that, keep it simple. So 2042 was a rocky title for day one, and for a while it threatened to bring about the end of the franchise. It had been a dark few years for Battlefield fans, and Battlefield 6 is expected to be the savior of the series. 2042 is finally getting a long awaited moment in the sun. So, Battlefield 2042 player count soars is this little section. There's an awesome graph that you can actually check out on Steam charts if you want to see this for yourself. So, 2042 recently leapt up on the charts, rocketing to 75,000 peak concurrent viewers, or sorry, players, rivaling other top tier shooters thanks to Battlefield 6 hype and a staggering sale that dropped the game to record low prices. It was the highest peak player count 2042 had secured on Steam since launch, provided you don't count the free weekend on October 23rd or 2023. That saw the game land 107,376 concurrent players. So, all time peak 107,376 players. Players right now is around 48,755. And in the last 24 hours of this article's writing is 59,226 or 266. I'm going to look up right now what it might be at during time of recording. What do you think it might be, Kyle?
Let's say I'll say 35.
Honest to God, 34,679 40 minutes ago.
Boom! Let's go, baby.
24-hour peak, 56,526. And yeah, that's just
yeah. I felt like it probably dropped off a little bit since the screenshot. So, but I mean, that's still like for this game, it's crazy.
Yeah, last 30 days there was a 10,000 player gain of average players. Last 30 days.
It's absolutely insane.
And then here it is, October 23rd or 2023. Excuse me. It had a 21,000 increase. Honestly, what's funny to me is people say Battlefield's dead, and you look at the average player count, and it's more than Halo Infinite by like a couple thousand.
Let's go, dude. See, we always got to find a way, dude. Halo Infinite, just.
It's true though. I'm just saying. Yours probably has one higher.
No, dude. It's my favorite part of the show now. Always.
Honestly, if we gotta have running jokes, it might be that one.
Literally.
But it is pretty sick that this game is like becoming revitalized in a way because of the hype of the next game coming out in October.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, honestly. It's safe to assume similar numbers are circulating on other platforms, particularly Battlefield 6 draws even closer. So, in the most recent release of Alinea Analytics, I think that's Alinea, I don't know. It's a newsletter basically where they give releases of player studies and growth and sales. So, 2042's growth was studied by the team. So, Battlefield 2042 sold almost 500,000 on Steam last week, while the hype for the imminent Battlefield 6 explains part of this. The real reason for its spike is a huge price drop, 95% to $2.99.
I was about to say
$3.
I paused.
Less
I was
than
like,
a cup of coffee.
I'm sitting there. I'm reading 500,000. I'm like, oh, that full price? But then no, it's not full price.
Dude.
No way.
Nah. It's the cheapest price yet on Steam. EA often does massive fire sales like this on its legacy titles to give it revenues a boost ahead of its financials. The 1.4 million in Steam revenues from Battlefield alone is nothing to sniff at. Expect more at the end of Q3. So, what's sad is that folks will be pouring into 2042, perhaps expecting a similar experience to Battlefield 6, which many would have recently run through when the open beta was live. What they'll be getting isn't bad, but it's not a patch on Battlefield 6. So that's basically what this is talking about. Yeah, of course, Battlefield 2042 is not Battlefield 6. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, it should hold you over for at least like 2 or 3 more months. And you can be okay. Actually, it's less than 2 months if you think about it. It's about a month and a half. You're looking at, I think,
Certainly.
6 weeks. Is that about right?
Sounds right.
Am I crazy? Why don't we count? If never mind, my computer's chalked and won't open up the calendar, so I can't count.
It's fine. I'll put it on my side, even though the viewers can't see it. So We have the 20th. So wait, what's the release day?
10th of October.
10th of October.
6 weeks.
10th. Oh yeah.
6
Oh yeah.
weeks.
It's not that far, man.
Not far at all. Not far at all. It's looking good though. What do you think? You gonna be playing 2042 in the meantime, or are you gonna keep playing your CS:GO or
What's-
CS2 and then get on Battlefield 6 for about 10 minutes when it's on sale, play with your boys, and then disappear into the dark?
I mean, kind of just took the words out of my mouth. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was about to say something to that effect. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap, man. 2042 catching on that? Yeah, no shot. I'm gonna be honest. Just played it a little bit like when it first launched on like a buddy's PC, and that was the only time I played it. So I mean, granted, it's great that it's getting a resurgence. I'm happy for this game to get a resurgence and get people playing, get people excited for Battlefield. And it just, I think, proves what Battlefield 6 beta did. It got people hyped for Battlefield 6. So much so that they're like, all right, I'm going to fire up the game that did not launch well, but, got a little bit of support and kind of like got revived. I'm going to play this because I'm so excited. And then I'm sure a lot of people played, and after like 30 minutes were like, well, it's ain't Battlefield 6, so like, I don't know. I might just dip, but also like, what else am I going to do if I want Battlefield? Like, hop on Battlefield 4? No shot.
Well, honestly, Battlefield 4 is actually really sick. And if anybody's ever played Battlefield 3 campaign, they know they need to play that. So there are revenues where you can be entertained playing Battlefield. Whether or not you can get people actually doing it is another question.
It's true.
But yeah, I agree with you overall.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. Just never. I know you probably won't catch me on 42. Well, I'll never say never, but never. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. Battlefield 6. I don't have a huge interest. I really hope it does well because shooters need a good shooter right now. And hopefully this competition for COD. But yeah, to your point, I may just get it on sale when it eventually goes on sale. Play a couple matches.
Or they're gonna do. You know what they typically do with these games? They'll have
free
the
weekend.
moment where they're. Yep, I was about to say free weekend, like demo playthrough or something like that, or like what they should do, which would be one of the coolest options. It's my dog. One of the coolest options is they can have like your friend buys, and then you can use their login or like some type of referral program to play for free for like a week.
That'd be pretty sick.
I don't know why more publishers don't do that. Because you can play like It Takes Two or
Friend Pass, bro.
Fiction. Yeah, the Friend Pass is such a good idea. It's really cool. Like you can only play if that person's playing too. Man, there are options that could be done here.
It'd be kind of sick to see that on a multiplayer game. It's a free week. Have fun.
Yes, sir.
No strings attached. But at the end, they're like, I see you played 40 hours. Would you like to buy?
Yeah, that could be too. It's like you've been shot. Like you played enough to own the game. Own the game, please. Or what if you get to like 100 hours plus of like playing with your friend, and then they just send you a QR code that's like, just download it. Like, stop. Just stop.
It's so funny.
You're already spending money on cosmetics. Like, just come on, man.
That's funny. Or like they'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy a cosmetic," and then you click and it says, "Oh, you gotta own the game."
Yeah, exactly. Clickbait, man.
Like, all right, I guess the $6 cosmetic is 66 or 86.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Booked.
It's funny.
Or maybe like, yeah, I don't know. There's so many different options. Subscription models.
Speaking of cosmetics.
Yes, sir. This is a perfect transition. Holy crap. All right, let's go.
Call of Duty, as some people like to say, Call of Booty, because the game could be kind of booty for some people.
That's right.
It just happens. Not saying it's a booty game. A lot of people got a lot right on Black Ops 7 though as a return, as most COD fans I'm sure do every year. They're like, oh, this is the year. It's like, dude. It's like
the amount of like pro players I've seen from not COD. Well, yeah, actually, the other versions of COD, Halo, Apex, and Gears, who are all just like free agent Black Ops 7.
Like, dude, that meme's going around. I haven't seen that.
It's such a good meme.
Like I saw a lot of Halo kids talk about like free agent for BO7. And there's a couple of the Optic guys that did it, yeah. And then I saw Hex replying. He was like, no, you're not.
Yeah. He owns the entire squad. It's like, nah, you're not.
You're not allowed. Sorry. Yeah, it's so funny.
So good.
And I saw Nate Shot tweeted it, and I was like, That's my man. He
Yeah,
hopped in on the
no
meme.
joke. She said,
Uh,
"Let me get in this."
let's talk about it.
Awesome. Yes,
This is
sir.
long, you know, give it a PC gamer. Long titles, long article titles. Might as well be the subheader. This
You
thing's
better
huge.
breathe when you say it.
Okay. Activision finally acknowledges Call of Duty skins problem, decides cosmetics won't carry forward in Black Ops 7. Quote, some of you have said we've drifted from what made Call of Duty unique in the first place. That feedback hits home. From Morgan
Mm.
Park over at PC Gamer. In Black Ops 7, bundles and items will be crafted to fit the Black Ops identity. Then you have a nice, I forget what this individual's name is from American Dad. Don't know his name, but main character.
I thought it was just the dad, isn't it?
It's the dad. Yeah, that's what I would. That's what I would guess. I don't know.
Let me American
American Dad. I forget
dad
what his name,
characters.
his name is. He is the dad.
Stan
Stan.
Smith.
Stan. Yeah, you can play
Stan
him.
Smith.
The improbable has happened. Following a lukewarm reception to Call of Duty Black Ops 7's reveal, Activision is walking back its decision to carry forward all Black Ops 6 weapons and skins into the new game. While forward compatibility is generally a popular feature, this is really about Call of Duty's uglification, love that word,
Yep.
uglification problem. Many weren't excited that a year's worth of gaudy crossover skins, cell-shaded operatives, and anime bundles from Black Ops 6 would immediately tarnish Black Ops 7's near-future art style. Now, it will have a clean break. The blog post published today that also addressed anti-cheat, Activision engaged with its cosmetic criticism. As we see a picture of Beavis and Butthead in Call of Duty, which I think is so funny. I don't know, like I haven't played COD recently, but like I feel like it'd be so funny to just go into a comp match and you just see Butthead just like annihilating you.
I'll be honest. It's really funny for the first time, and then after that, you just want to destroy everybody and everything.
Dude, if I get slide canceled by Beavis, I'm quitting. Like I'm not staying.
Imagine, just imagine that.
There's no way, no shot. I'm leaving.
My mental would just completely implode. 100%. Just getting buried by some sweat Beavis and Butthead player who's never watched Beavis and Butthead in their entire life.
Exactly. They probably have no idea. They're like, oh, the skin
like
looks hilarious. I'll buy
troll.
it.
Yeah, exactly. I'll buy just a troll.
They said, quote, we know there's been a lot of conversation recently about the identity of Call of Duty. Some of you have said we've drifted from what made Call of Duty unique in the first place. Immersive, intense, visceral, and in many ways, grounded. That feedback hits home. We take it seriously. We hear you, post reads. Throughout development, Treyarch and Raven's North Star has been to deliver a spiritual successor to Black Ops 2 while taking some big swings. You'll see it across Black Ops 7's multiplayer, zombies, co-op campaign, including in-game, and even Dead Ops Arcade 4. Importantly, the blog says Black Ops 7 skins will be crafted to fit the Black Ops identity, or as the article says, Black Ops identity. Oh yeah, I thought it said identity. I saw the I. Never mind.
Yeah, it looks like
won't roast him. I won't roast him. Brain. Roast my brain. Previously, Treyarch was decidedly wishy-washy on the whole thing, saying it would calibrate skins based on feedback while reminding us that derided cosmetics like the Beavis and Butthead bundle are popular. As a knock-on effect of old skins staying behind, Activision says Black Ops 6's guns won't make the jump either. Black Ops 7 needs to feel authentic to Call of Duty in its setting. This is why Black Ops 6 operator and weapon content will not carry forward in Black Ops 7. That said, double XP tokens and gobblegums will still carry forward as planned.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Gobblegum. Yeah, it's crazy. I think the biggest thing too, I think what's fascinating and really hitting the nostalgia with this release is the spiritual successor to Black Ops 2, arguably the best Call of Duty of all time, depending on who you ask. So I mean, it's got that going for it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Call of Duty haven't been engaged since like the only COD, last COD I really played probably. Maybe Cold War. Maybe around there. It's like I don't know, it's been a while for me. So I don't even know if I played much Black Ops 6, if at all. So
for me it was probably so I grinded Battlefield or not Battlefield, Modern Warfare 2, like a lot, a lot, a lot. And that was mostly like my favorite thing to do is play 2v2 Blueprint gunfight with one of my buddies who he's not particularly good at mouse and keyboard at the time. It was mostly his drinking game, so he would hit me up at like 10:30 and we were bored. So we're like, all right, let's go troll some kids that we've been playing shooters longer than they've been alive. Like the number of years of us playing shooters is more than they've been alive, which is nuts. So we're like smoking kids, but we're also like kind of faded and having fun. It was so much fun because you could just like talk crap to each other. It's a good time. But then Black Ops 6 is where I was probably sweating a lot, and then I noticed that the comp scene was a little bit. It wasn't a toxic environment. It was a toxic competitive environment in terms of compatibility with like play. Like technically, the game didn't feel fluid at all. It felt like there was such an unfair advantage online in different aspects or different scenarios. Nothing felt balanced. It was very inconsistent. Like I always felt like I was being cheated, and it was very very frustrating. It was like one moment your gun would just like completely destroy somebody, and then the next round your gun did nothing, and it's like nothing's changed. What's going on? Like,
I'm just my gun
yeah,
sucks.
yeah, it's like it was a bazooka last round, and now it's a Nerf gun. What's happening? Um, and it just never felt rewarding. It didn't feel fun. It felt like I would be winning my decisions. I was outsmarting people, and it still wouldn't work. And it's like, dude, this is just not fun. This is annoying. And I would see the same thing when pro players would play on LAN. That was also ridiculous too. I'm like, is there something going on with this game? Where I think it was like skill based damage was a theory that they had, and I think it got proven that it was. So if you're like absolutely cooking in a game, it would nerf you based on your spawns and the damage output that you would do. That was I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
That's that's some tinfoil hat strategy, but Treyarch over here and Activision own copyrights to that technology, so why wouldn't they put it in the game? Like that's verifiable. So
It's true.
I don't know. I didn't want to be string theory. Everything's connected. All things are against me. Loser mentality. But I'm just saying I didn't feel. I lost interest in the game because of that. But
I feel it.
this right here, I don't think the cosmetics are the problem with Call of Duty. If I'm being honest, I don't. I think you just need to make a good game.
It's the content.
Yeah, it's just the content, man. Just make a good campaign that's entertaining, and then yeah, I don't know what to say. Like
It's just
people
so
came back to Call of Duty because they want to be a soldier. They don't want to be Beavis and Butthead, but at the same time, it's hilarious to be Beavis and Butthead.
yeah. I don't know, probably so my mic. Probably um a lot of people I'm sure at this point are like it was fun for a while to be Beavis. But now it's like going
Mhm.
into the next COD, they're like especially competitively, it's just like I'd rather just like, not have a distraction of a cartoon gunning me down. And I
That's a
just want to go
fact too.
back
Yeah,
to, just what God was. So I mean it's probably in their best interest. But also like it is kind of a bummer. It's like you bought the cosmetics. It's like now it's just like sorry, dude. You can't even use them. So that's not fun.
yeah.
But
That's a good point.
yeah, I don't know. It makes you wonder like, it's I mean, it'd be nice if it's like, which I don't know the whole thing. Like, I don't know if it's like people were like competitive players were complaining about the skins, or if it was like an overall community thing. Because if it's like just competitive players, it's like, all right, well, okay, we deactivate skins in competitive modes, like something like that. I don't know. Um, but I mean, it's probably. I mean, I would guess it's in their best interest. It seems like if it's to this point where they're thinking they have to make a decision to just not have it carry forward, then I'm sure it's significant, significant enough of a voice that it's a problem. So, um, yeah, it's kind of wild. One of those things, man. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to what I'm about to say. You don't own anything, especially on games.
It's a fact.
Take that for what you will. Your game,
Yep.
the game dies. Game no longer works. Well,
Rip.
can't connect to the.
You don't.
There's no offline.
You
You know
don't
one
carry it
game
with
that
you, man.
one game did develop offline. Split Gate 1. That's right. They said we're shutting the game down, but hey, we made peer to peer hosting so you can still play in the future without online services. Got to give it to
That's
it,
right.
man. I don't know how many developers are gonna do that. Keep that in mind. I don't know. Kind of crazy, but I'll distract people. Mike, it's fine. Distract people. Listen, Call of Duty making this decision probably good for them. Um, but I just
My apologies.
I don't know. It's crazy. You could be playing Black Ops 7, Mike.
Am I going to be playing Black Ops 7? I think so at some
It's on
point.
Game
Most of
Pass.
my
I'm
friends are
just
going to
saying.
end up getting it. Hmm.
It's on the
I
pass.
think
So
I think that's the only way, bro. I think that's the way.
on the
I think that's the
pass.
path future. It will be on the pass. On the pass. I said path. I think it just makes the most sense is to give it a shot because it's on the pass.
It's true.
Game Pass.
I may
Mostly,
just
what's gonna
download it.
happen to me is all the boys are gonna probably message me and probably just be like, we need one," and then try to get some games in. They're already trying to do that with Gears, and I want to play that as well. That's also on the pass.
Yeah.
These are the things I got to do though.
You know what else is on the pass, Mike?
What's that?
Halo Infinite.
Dunk on them, kick them when they're down.
Crazy.
Speaking of kicking them when they're down, shall we talk about the final article? Yves Guillemot. All right, so Ubisoft. Holy crap, Ubisoft has been in a freaking whirlwind for a while. This article is coming from the Video Game Chronicle writer, Chris Scullion. Scullion? Yeah, Scullion. So, Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot summoned to appear before French court in retaliation to harassment scandal. Or trial, sorry. Trial. Ubisoft says the court had already decided there were no grounds to initiate criminal proceedings against management. Ubisoft CEO. Oh yeah, earlier this year. So in June, three former Ubisoft executives, former CCO Serge Escot, former vice president of editorial and creative services Thomas Francois,
Francois.
and former game
Francois.
designer Francois,
Francois.
Sois, Sois,
Francois.
sorry, uh, and former game designer Guillaume Patrux were given suspended prison sentences and fines for a range of crimes related to psychological and sexual harassment. Yikes! This is adult content. Watch your ears. Now, as reported by French news network BFM TV, Ubisoft has received a subpoena instructing Guillemot to appear before the court on October 1st in connection with the same trial. The subpoena was filed by the Solidarities Information, whatever. There's a union and four other individuals, the same parties involved in the previous trial. Ubisoft has provided a statement to VGC saying it would cooperate with the court and that it believed it had already been decided that neither Ubisoft or its management had a case to answer. Yikes. All right, this statement, the alleged statement, the existing statement, it reads as following. A union and four individuals have issued a summons to Ubisoft to appear before the district court on October 1st. I'm avoiding the word because I'm going to butcher the heck out of where it's at. Bigmany? Bobigny? I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. There are the same civil parties, and the summons is based on the same facts as those in the case judged by the court this past June, following an investigation by Public Prosecutor's Office. The statement continues. After the investigation, or after that investigation, and contrary to the civil party's request, the Public Prosecutor's Office decided that there were no grounds to initiate criminal proceedings against Ubisoft or its management, a decision it confirmed during its closing arguments at the hearing last June. Ubisoft will continue to cooperate with the justice system in this manner, as it has done over the past 5 years in the review of the facts related to this case. Yo. Seems to me like I'm not saying the CEO was involved, but I am saying the CEO's gotta give that feedback of what actually happened, what's going on. Crazy. So Ubisoft Executive Vice President Cecile Raciel, hopefully I pronounced that right, added that their top priority is to ensure the absolute protection of the physical and moral integrity of its employees, though a policy of prevention and zero tolerance with regard to sexual and moral harassment, sexist behavior, assault, insult, or discrimination of any kind. Oh, through. Sorry, I said though. Through a policy, of course. In June's trial, former CCO Serge Escot received an 18-month suspended prison sentence and a fine of €45,000 for lewd behavior, posting intrusive questions of sexual nature and racist comments and behavior. He was alleged to have asked a Muslim employee if she supported Islamic State and to have been responsible for her PC desktop image being replaced with photos of bacon sandwiches and food being placed on her desk during her Ramadan fast. That's so messed up. Former Vice President of Editorial and Creative Services, Tommy Vescos, was found guilty of morale and sexual harassment and attempted sexual assault and was given a 3-year suspended prison sentence and a fine of €30,000. Dude, what is like? Remember we covered this a year ago with all the rumors because there were like the leaks of what actually went down, and then there was like we started covering the actual court proceedings and documents of the terrible things these guys were doing. And it's like these are the head execs that are doing it. Now imagine what was going down in that middle management era, like that middle management area of people, the boots on the ground. What kind of terrible things are going on? No wonder they can't make it a good games. Half the designers are in fear for their lives.
Literally.
You know, it's crazy,
It all makes
unreal,
sense, bro.
unhinged. Yikes. Alrighty, buddy. Francois was accused. Yeah, am I the wrong?
Francois.
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 Sorry. Why do I keep saying Francois? I don't know.
Francois.
Francois was accused of systemic, pathological, and sexual harassment with alleged behavior, including the watching of porn. You know what that means? In an open plan office. Insane. Commenting on the appearance of female staff, regular public humiliation and hazing, and attempted sexual assault, where he allegedly tried to forcibly kiss a young employee during a Christmas party as she was held by other colleagues. What the F? What the F? Uh, what would you even say to that, bro? Honestly.
I just remember when we first read it, it's just like you and I just kind of sat there.
Like in
Like
awe,
what?
right? But just how is that even possible? Anyways, this one's not much better. So Guillaume Patrux who was a designer on such titles as The Crew and Grow Home, was accused of psychological harassment, including violent and intimidating behavior. He has received a 12-month suspended prison sentence and a fine of €10,000. Ascot, who oversaw all of the company's games as head of its influential editorial team, resigned in July 2020 after a significant number of accusations were made against him. Francois,
Francois.
Francois, whatever. Subsequently left in August of 2020 following accusations of sexual misconduct. I remember when all the accusations came through, they're all like, "Yeah, we're out. See ya. Peace out."
Yeah, it's because it was true. Lock him up.
It's a fact. It's just crazy to me, dude. Absolutely crazy.
Send him in jail. Don't belong here.
Get out of here. Get this garbage out of my sight.
Crazy, man. Sorry if I was
Yeah,
high.
so I don't. It's not the money for me, man. You got to be putting these psychopaths in prison. I mean, 3-year suspended prison sentence. You got a 12-month suspended prison sentence. Dude, the former vice president, like some of the stuff is just horrific. Absolutely horrific. It's gross.
Just don't make sense, man.
Now the CEO is getting summoned before the French court. That's
To be like, how'd you
I,
let this happen?
yo,
Idiot.
yikes.
What were
Yeah,
you doing?
just
Are you busy
fix it.
pushing quadruple A games that aren't quadruple A? What are we doing? And you go on stage and talk about like, this is the Assassin's Creed. But it's like,
it's so gross, dude. It's so
listen,
gross.
man. We've been working very hard on the Assassin's Creed. And then it comes out, it's just like, okay. 7 out of 10. Woo!
I don't know, man. It just makes me feel gross. It makes me feel like I gotta go take a shower immediately following this, just thinking about what happened.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced or known anybody that's experienced things like this?
I mean,
at their workplace?
not personally. I mean, it's wild to think that you know, if there's a Christmas party, not saying this justifies it. There's a Christmas party for there's alcohol, which probably made it worse. So, but I mean,
Facts.
just in
Yeah.
any scenario, just, you just shouldn't do stuff like that. So
Nope.
it just blows my mind talking about like holding someone down and stuff. It's just like how does it get to that point? Just, I don't get it. Like there's had to be a lot of people in support there of those actions for that to happen,
Yeah.
and the fact that like no one steps up or anything. I mean, obviously you don't know the whole story, but it's just crazy, man. It's like I see something like that. It's like I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm putting my body on the line, dog. I don't care who it is. Crazy.
It's just yeah. Uh, I just can't imagine going through that the mid 2000 like mid 2010s and then all of them get accused publicly around the same time during lockdown too.
Yep.
So what were they doing? And what are it's just so gross. So so bad.
I mean, yeah, it
Like
just shows. I
just like
think it's probably a period where people felt comfortable speaking up. It's like, oh, we're all remote and stuff. All right,
yeah,
let's cook them. There we are. It's
honestly.
like, I mean, it's probably a good thing that came out of that era. People like this were
Actually,
able to
that's a good
speak up
point.
and
Yep.
felt more comfortable to speak up, and here we
Yeah,
are.
it's like work from home notice and then you finally get the opportunity to reach out to HR and be
Like,
like,
yeah,
"Hey, so this stuff was going on the last like 3 years, and
listen, I don't like him, and here's what happened. And they're like, whoa,
yeah," and then they immediately call the feds,
yep.
and then everybody
Now we're going to
drops
prison. We're
out.
resigning. It's crazy.
It's insane, dude. It's so bad,
Yeah,
so bad.
yeah, dude, get him out of the industry. Don't let him participate. Yeah, but it's crazy, man. I just can't. It's just, I mean, it's hard to believe stuff like this happens, but it just does. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, I think it
It's just
also,
gross.
I mean, not to downplay, but I think it also could contribute to why part of the reason why Ubisoft probably hasn't been, the most productive studio in
That's
the
what I'm
past 10
saying.
years.
Yeah,
So
like they're being distracted by their coworkers doing horrific things to them. So you can't really fault them for coming out with
can't
just
build a culture, dude.
yeah. It's just tough, man. It's just really tough. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I would really like for Ubisoft to make good games again, but not at the expense of people's safety. And you got to get these sick people out of the office, out of the company. Hopefully, change the culture, but at the same time, if it's this bad, dude, can you revive a culture? Do you want to revive a culture? Just chalk it up as loss. Get them out of here.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I mean, they're actively destroying their company. So
That's what I'm saying.
especially
Yeah.
with the releases and stuff, it's just your own life support, dog. Can't even hold
Seriously.
Ubisoft forwards. And if you do, it looks like it was in a high school gym. You clown. So here we
Yep.
are, man.
See ya.
I would say lock in, but hey, man, there's probably not much to lock in for at this point. So
Nope.
chalking,
Nope.
dude.
I think chalk it up as an L. Close the studio. Everybody that's actually worthwhile at that company will move on and find something better, make better games, and they probably already have. Honestly, who knows all the accusations that have gone through? Maybe they're talented people, and now they work for I don't know. What's a great game that came out recently? Maybe they're working for Battlefield 6. That's why that game's so good.
Yeah.
You know, there's
You
other
know,
there's other things going on.
so man, Skull and Bones season 4 is what we're working on.
Oh yeah, yeah. For the last like
Yeah.
15 years, no wonder they can't finish it. That's probably this team that was affected. Imagine looking over your shoulder and you see something inappropriate.
It's crazy, man. You're like, you know what, dude? I'm gonna make Skull and Bones. We're gonna release it. I'll show them. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Holy smokes, dude.
Uh,
Ugh,
Eve,
gross.
sell the company, dude. Let Tencent buy it. Big conglomerate.
It's a publicly traded company, isn't it? Ubisoft?
Well, I
I
think they
think it
tried to
is.
sell some of it to Tencent. I feel like most of it's
They
owned
did.
by the Guillemot family, and
Ah,
so they don't
well,
want to
it's
give up
always
shares, and so that's why the
oh,
Tencent thing was happening. Because they're just
it's
like,
always
"This is my baby. We make Assassin's Creed," and just don't want to give it up, dude.
it's
Like, we are
always
quadruple A Skull and Bones.
yikes. Not for me.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. You know about Rainbow Six? We sell so much. Rainbow Six I hear is probably not the best day right now. So a lot of people quitting that game.
Well, Well, yeah, I mean they're quitting the game, but at the same time, that was probably the last game where Ubisoft actually had like a good
A
track
W?
record. Yeah, honestly, they don't have very many. Ubisoft.
They don't. You know what would be
Yeah,
W?
it's
Actually, you know what? I don't want them to do it. I would love someone else to do it. Splinter Cell. I'd love someone
mm,
else to do it. I don't know if I want Ubisoft
same.
touching it, dude. Give it to like Dice. Give it to I don't know, bro. I was gonna joke and say give it to.
Dice could probably do a good job.
I was gonna joke like give it to Bethesda. No, don't do
Oh
that.
god, chill out.
You can do creation engine Splinter Cell. You're
Oh,
gonna look up
you.
and you're gonna adjust your monitor's frame rate and just start walking fast. Dude, some of those bugs are so funny. Like literally, I adjusted my monitor's frame rate, and all of a sudden it sped up my game. It's like what? It's like what's happening?
I forgot which game it was. Oh yeah, Halo 5 had that problem where you could use a mod to play Halo 5 online. It was the Halo 5 Forge mode. People would play like multiplayer on it. It
Old
was really
Dorito?
fun.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
But the problem is, if you use the mod to get like unlimited frame rate, your frame rate was tied to how fast you can shoot. So
Uh,
yeah, so people use uncapped and they were shooting faster than everybody else in the game. It was total BS, totally unfair. It's funny
that's so
though.
stupid. That's so stupid.
Yeah,
Oh man,
goodness man.
rip Ubi. Rip 'em.
R.I.P. Ubi. All right, boss. Well, I think that's it for stuff that I got. Did you have anything? Any more articles or anything going on for I guess, the last month or the last week of news?
Nah, not that I know. I was saw the other day something about Tokyo Game Show, and I looked it up. I think it's into September, so we're like a month out.
Yeah. We're a month out. I remember putting it in the calendar like ages ago, but I did that last year and didn't update it for this year. I do remember
Yeah,
it's in September though. Yeah, so we're gonna have some of that. I would like another. I want more to come out for Sparking Zero. It's been a while since I played that game, and I want new storylines. Hopefully,
yep.
maybe I'll Google that after I get off the pod,
Hey, man,
and we can
Tokyo
try to
Game Show.
try to figure what's on.
We'll likely see an Xbox presence. We always do. So Phil
You're right.
Spencer normally is Phil. I think Phil was there last year. Sarah Baum was there last year. So see if they continue their presence in Tokyo.
Tokyo. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Don't get me started on Need for Speed. Not Need for Speed. Fast and Furious. Tokyo Drift. That'd be so sick. Boss man, let's keep it under an hour. Let's get out of here.
Yep.
Let's let the people go. Yeah, so Kyle doesn't have anything to add. I don't have much more to add other than if you want to check out all the links, all the articles that we cover, we do have links in the description below. We also have timestamps if you ever want to come back, rewatch everything. We're on every single platform you can think of. We're also on video format on YouTube, on Spotify. And that's really all I got. You can check us out on social media. We got Discord. Um, yeah, for the most part, we're just showing up once a week, yapping our heads off. And we appreciate you for tuning in. So, Kyle, do you have anything left or am I closing it out?
Close it out, man.
Closing it out. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. This has been the M2 Podcast. I'm Michael Anthony. That's Kyle Heath. And we'll see you next week. And keep gaming. Have fun. Bye.